Back, everybody, to Life is Weird with Jen and George Super Bowl halftime show. I'm Jen.
I'm George. What up? What up? What up, good people? Feeling good today. Feeling good.
We love it. We just finished the halftime show, so we're gonna
Absolutely.
talk about it. I am
hmm
personally not watching the game. I did
Yeah,
tune into the halftime show. I hear you're watching the game, but it's
I am.
underwhelming.
It's not the most exciting game right now. Seahawks are up 9-0. It's a low scoring game. But we'll see. You never know with these things, the way
You
the
never
Super
know.
Bowl goes, you know.
But we're not here for the game. We're here for the entertainment.
Exactly. We're here for the music. That's more of our general bag when we go. We're more well, when we get together, I would say we're more that. I do watch football, but I don't think the people who are watching our show is here to hear us break down like the football game and
We're gonna
stuff.
bring you all the
But you
stats,
never know.
all the
You
things.
know, they could be like, I thought they were going to talk about the game. Yeah,
No,
there's plenty of people talking about the game, so
exactly.
we'll talk about the other
Not
stuff.
enough talking about the entertainment yet. There will be,
Exactly.
but not yet.
Exactly. We're gonna get into it. Get into it for sure.
Yeah. So this year was Bad Bunny with
hmm
special guest Lady Gaga. I had no idea, and Ricky
Yeah.
Martin. That was
Yeah.
fun for
Cool,
me.
cool. It was
It
really cool
was,
to see Ricky Martin. I haven't seen him like
yeah,
perform in a long time. So,
it's been a
it was
hot
very
minute.
Puerto Rican of him to bring out Ricky Martin. Shout out to Puerto Rico. This was a very, very like Puerto Rican performance for sure. And it was very lit. I personally enjoyed it. I
It
don't
makes
speak
me
a
want to
ton
go
of
on
Spanish.
vacation real bad.
Exactly. It made me want to go to Puerto Rico. Like, oh man, that looks lit. I need to go to Puerto Rico ASAP.
Get your little dancing on, get a little
Oh,
drink, you know.
there you go. All right, all right. Moving and grooving. There you
And
go.
then Lady Gaga's rendition of
Yes,
Die with a Smile, that was pretty cool.
it was
But
cool to
yeah,
see her. She was very good.
I very much enjoyed this one.
Yeah,
I
it
know
was
a
just
lot
a
of
lot of
people
fun.
were, why are we doing this? But I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I thought he did a really good job, and
people are just weird, I think. That's kind of like, oh, I don't speak Spanish. You're fine. Like, there's a lot of singers. Let's just keep it honest. There's a lot of singers and rappers. You don't know what they're saying. Let's just be honest. Like, some people, they're really hard to understand. Like,
mhm,
even when they're speaking English, it don't sound like they speak English. So it's
mhm.
like, you, you're fine. You know enough
So
Spanish that you'll be all right. And if you don't,
it's
just
good to be
listen to the
cultured, people.
music, man. Yeah, just listen to the vibes. It was good vibes, and that's
Hmm.
that's what it was all about. And it was
Yes.
the production level was fantastic. It was just
Hmm.
a I was just entertained, and it was a good show. It was a good showing by Bad Bunny, Mr.
Yeah,
Bunny.
yeah. Mr. Bunny did very well.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna call him Mr. Bunny because calling him Bad Bunny just feels weird to me. It's kind of a weird name. I always thought, like, how did you get that name? Did someone give you that name, or is that your? Did you come up with that?
He's a
Like,
bad
did
bunny.
you did you just look at yourself one day and like think to yourself, Bad Bunny? And what was like your first idea? Like Bad Rabbit? I don't know, maybe not.
Maybe.
Not the same kind of hit to it, like
Maybe
Bad
that'll
Bunny.
be like when he's getting close to retire. Like, I'm a bad rabbit now. I got
Uh,
to tap out.
maybe that'll be my like reggaeton album. The new reggaeton album by Good Rabbit. Or maybe not, because I don't really speak that much Spanish.
That's okay.
I'll hit you with some elementary school
You can
Spanish
make
for
your
sure.
own language, and people be like, I don't know what he's speaking, but I like it.
That good bunny is real.
Mhm.
That good rabbit, he's really cooking out there.
Exactly. Bad Bunny did a great job.
Oh,
Lady
for sure.
Gaga obviously did a great job.
hmm
Ricky Martin doesn't look like he aged. Good for him.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks
I'm
great for
saying.
sure.
Um, but I want to talk about our top five
Mm-hmm.
halftime shows. I'm gonna put this one as number five for me
hmm
because yeah, good vibes made me want to go on vacation, have like you know a good old time. Lady Gaga,
Okay.
Ricky Martin. Can't go
Oh,
wrong.
you're gonna go straight into Mr. Bunny in your top
I'm,
five.
yeah, I
Ooh.
know he's got a lot of haters for this. So yeah, I'll put him number five.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
what tipped it over was Gaga, let's be real. And then
Ah, she's
Ricky
very good.
Martin, I was like, wow, I'm 13 right now. This is fun.
It, it was good times for sure. It was very good. Well, since we always talked about that, I'll go into my number five, which was Rihanna. Her Super
Mhm.
Bowl performance was outstanding. She was very pregnant during her performance, which definitely was a choice, but it was just kind of like, you know what? Rihanna's got great music. She's
Still
got
gotta
great
work, work, work,
she
work, work.
got this money. And I
Exactly.
think her performance is one of my favorite performances. I'm a big fan of most of my like people on my list just I got good vibes. And I think that's important for a Super Bowl show. Just have good
Can't go wrong with that.
vibes.
Yeah. Need a good vibe for sure. Yeah, I did like hers too. Yeah, good choice.
It was just really cool to go back and watch some of these performances because I've not
Yeah,
seen them in a long time, some of them. Because that's how it is with the Super Bowl. You watch it, and then it's like you most of the time you just never think about it again.
exactly. Are there any ones that you've like seen a few times?
Yes, there's a couple on my list that I watched a few times for
Okay,
sure.
same. Look at us. Same wavelength
Mm,
there.
thinking, using your noodle.
But for this was fun because I actually researched and watched
Mm,
older ones. So I did actually have one that was going to be on my top five that I booted, gave it to Mr. Bunny because it was just like it was fine, but it's like back in the day, you're like, this is the best performance. But then watching it now,
yeah,
you're just
yeah, yeah. It feels like it was of its time for
like,
sure.
yeah. The one that
That's how
I have
nostalgia hits.
uh, was 2001. So yeah,
Mm,
times have definitely changed from then. So I booted
for
them.
sure.
It was Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney
In
Spears,
sync.
and Nelly.
Hmm.
So it was a
Yeah.
good,
Yes.
and
Oh
like
yeah.
reading it back, I'm like, that was an epic halftime show. And then I rewatched it.
Yes.
I'm like,
That's very
it did
2001
fine.
for sure. For sure.
Yeah, yeah, it aged.
Yeah.
But my number four, Usher.
Oh
Usher
no, no,
can
no.
do no wrong in my eyes. And technically, he's done it twice. He wasn't like the
Hmm.
headliner in one of them. He did it with the Black Eyed Peas, I believe. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was just
yeah,
there
for
for
sure.
like a second. Black Eyed
Hmm.
Peas,
You want to
not
talk
great
about
live.
they are of their time, you know.
They're of
If
their
you're a
time.
certain if you're a certain age, you don't know nothing about the Black Eyed Peas and Fergie specifically. It's
You
like,
need to
hey,
know
put
about
that Fergie
Fergie.
on, man. Like,
You need to know
yeah,
about Fergie. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Usher because
yeah, oh yeah.
he's just such a good performer. He's
Hmm.
another one that doesn't age. So when he headlined, not Black Eyed Peas, Usher, but Usher. That is my number
Oh yeah.
four. He's just
That was a great performance. I remember that one. It made me want to go
so
see
good.
him. It was a very good one. There was like roller skating, there were dancers, it was a lot of fun. I remember that Usher performance. It almost made my top five for sure. I don't think it was a corny performance or anything. I don't think it aged poorly. It was
No.
just a really fun time. You know,
Well,
not
it's like
everyone
people are
has to
always
take
like,
themselves so
there's been better
seriously.
than Usher. And I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, but it's Usher. Like,
Hmm. Everyone has their opinion. Like, oh, I've seen better. Yeah, I bet.
yeah. Some
But
people
this
are
is,
gonna say Black Eyed Peas did better. I'm like,
yeah, yeah. Everyone's got their opinion for sure.
yeah. So number four for
Uh,
me, Usher.
yeah, yeah, that was a really good performance.
I love that.
Number four on mine
Hi,
would
kitty
be,
cat. We have a special guest. Look at that.
oh, I didn't think you saw him. I didn't think you saw her. My cat kind of jumped in the screen
At
there.
first, I
My
was like,
bad.
what is happening? It's a cat.
Yeah, that's definitely a cat. She's chilling. I guess she wants to be seen. Okay, my number four would be Bruno Mars, and he did.
Mm.
It was the year that Bruno Mars came out and with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And that one was a really good one. I've watched that one at least two or three times. And as someone who's seen him live, it was very, very good. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers were really good as well. And it was just a really good, entertaining, fun. Again, I'm going good vibes. The vibes were crazy. The vibes were high. And it was just a ton of fun. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers sounded good. They sounded good. It wasn't like a huge production like Bad Bunny or some of the other people in the last few years. I feel like the production has been through the roof with some of these.
Hmm.
And yeah, he is definitely one of my favorite performers, and he did a really good job with his performance.
Love Bruno.
Yeah, he's a good
Solid.
guy.
See, but that's what I was like wanting for like his Grammys performance.
Yeah, for
Give
sure.
me the,
I was hoping.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Speaking of the Grammys, we forgot to mention one of the coolest parts about the Bad Bunny performance is when he came out with the Grammy and gave the Grammy to the little kid who was watching his Grammy speech. That was like a really nice touch, and it was really
Yeah.
nice. And it was just a really cool part of his performance that I
He's
enjoyed
not a
very
bad
much.
bunny after all, people.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Bunny. That part was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Really sweet. All right. So at number three for me is Mr. Kendrick Lamar.
Mm,
On so many levels, that was an epic performance.
mhm,
I
for
loved the
sure.
pettiness. I loved the
Mhm.
music. I loved the production of it.
Oh, for sure.
It was really good. That is yeah, that's gonna slide into number three for me for
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. And the only reason I didn't put it on my list is because you put it on your list, and I was like, well, I want us to be able to talk about different ones, that were,
Such a brat. I'm sorry.
but that one, yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. I thought he did an excellent job, and it was just really, really just amazing to watch. When I remember watching it
Yeah.
thinking, you're like a super uber Drake fan, and you're probably like, man, this sucks.
For the Kendrick one, it's like what halftime show came out with that many memes? Like endless
Oh,
internet
for
fun for
sure.
that one. Like, just all of the
Oh,
things.
the memes were cracking for
And they're
sure.
still
One
going.
of my
It's
favorite,
fantastic.
yeah, oh yeah. There'll probably be some good memes that comes out of this one. Something about the Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar ones were epic from last year.
Hmm. Hmm. Super great.
Okay, now which one do I want to go with? I got so many that I really love. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, this is my number three. So I'm going to go with the Dr. Dre performance. That one was like super, super cool. As far as like having the best like guest of people come out, I feel like the Dr. Dre performance was at the very top because you had just so many people coming out.
Yeah.
And honestly, you could have had even more people coming out if they really wanted to. There were so many people who came out that it made it really, really epic,
Yeah.
to see Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. You want to talk about nostalgia.
There you
But
go. Yeah.
it wasn't bad nostalgia where it was just kind of like, oh, this is like 1995 right here for sure. It felt very modern the way it was
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
performed, and they didn't no one looked like super old, because sometimes that's a thing where you'll see people come out and be like, man, life has been hard for them for sure. It's tough out here. Gotta give you some of that. Oh, gotta use some of that eye cream. You know, you're looking, you're
Need
looking
that
real tough
self-care,
out here.
people.
Gotta get that self-care, boy. You're looking tough out here, especially when you're like, performing. You don't want to look like someone just hit you with a car or something. But yeah,
Like
that one
like
was a
50
really good
Cent
one.
hanging upside down.
That,
I was like,
yeah,
is he
yes,
gonna be able to get up?
yeah, exactly. And it was like, oh,
50 Cent.
oh
I'm
yeah,
not gonna start no beef with 50 Cent though. Let's be
hey,
real.
As-
no, no bad things about 50 Cent. Like
well, I would
he
certainly
performs
heard
really
that.
well, just shouldn't
Exactly.
be singing upside down
No,
singing at this
yeah.
point in his
It's hard. It's hard life. Life is difficult. The performance itself was really cool though. It's
Yeah,
one of my favorite ones for sure.
yeah, really good one. I have to
Hmm.
agree. Number two for
Uh,
me, going with the weekend. Weekend.
mm, hmm.
I'm actually repping my weekend shirt. What up?
There you go. There you go. Living.
Yeah. Yeah. Just he's from where he came from, because I started listening
Mm,
to him in what was it, 2013, whenever it was when he came out. So to see him grow through his career and then get to that level, super cool. I mean,
hmm.
he's going to be my next tattoo too. Big weekend fan.
Oh,
I just,
okay. All
yes,
right.
spoiler alert.
That's what I'm saying. As long as you don't tattoo your face, I think you're good.
I was going to go for the
Mm,
face. I was just going to have it
hey,
right.
yeah. All right. All right.
If you say no, though, I won't. Oh,
I mean, it is what it is. If that's how you living, that's how you
sorry,
living.
Mason. We gotta.
I'm sure your family will be surprised for sure. Like, oh, okay, okay. If you showed up with a tattoo on your face, I think that's all I would say. Oh, all right,
It's
all
a
right.
house of balloons.
All right.
No.
That's wild out here. That's wicked. But yes, I definitely remember that performance because it was like as far as like production value goes with like all the performances of the last 10 to 15 years, I feel like the Weeknd show was the best production as it goes. It was a
You took it
full
to
out
another level.
production. He
Yeah.
took it to a level where a lot of people probably can and probably wouldn't because he's got such as his own kind of weird vibe that if you tried to do it, it would be like, what the hell is this? So
Yeah.
he has to be able to do it. And yeah, he does a excellent show.
Mhm.
Let's
For
see. Now, what is my number two? You know what's weird? My number two is actually somebody I'm not like a huge fan of. But if
sure.
you want to talk about production value and all that, man, whew, there's so many good performances. I'm trying to kind of figure my number one and not number two. Because I want to go Beyonce. I'm thinking Beyonce. I'm thinking a couple different people. Oh, there's so many that you could choose from.
This is the real Super Bowl people.
Exactly. This is it's just really difficult. I'm trying to narrow it down. You know what? I'm not a huge fan of this band, but I really love their performance. The year that Coldplay did the Super Bowl,
Mm.
they have some songs that I really, really love. And I think they just really knocked it out. And they had a lot of really good people come out and, you know, for whatever, well, now when you think of Coldplay, a lot of people think about like cheating spouses, and that whole viral video. And, the guy that used to be married to Gwyneth Paltrow. But at one point of time, they were one of the biggest bands in the world. And I think their performance is up there for me, and it's one of my favorite performances.
Mm. Catches me by surprise. Mr.
Yeah,
Coldplay here. Okay.
I was
Okay.
gonna go somewhere else, but I wasn't sure. I just remember that performance being so good, and
Yeah.
I
A good
recently
performance is
rewatched
a
it.
good performance, you know?
Yeah, I recently rewatched it, and it was like, man, this is actually better than I remember.
Mm.
And it was just kind of like, bam, okay.
Love that. Okay. Okay. Solid.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta throw a little curveball. If
Yeah.
honestly, if you didn't put Kendrick on your list, Kendrick would have probably been my number two. So,
It was just a good, I mean, he could
but
make
yeah,
a choice for us. That's fine.
yeah, that was an excellent performance, and Usher was probably going to be on my list as well. So, it was like, okay, I really like the Cole.
They made the
I might
list.
fl I might flip up my order a little bit and maybe switch then.
I like that. My number one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Lady Gaga, especially since she
Mm-hmm.
just performed. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Lady Gaga can do no wrong. She did all of her hits plus some, jumping through the roof. I mean,
Oh yeah.
like, Lady Gaga, in my eyes, she is like the performer of all performers.
Yeah, for sure.
She's fantastic.
I think one of the things about a lot of these Super Bowl performances is a lot of the times if you like actually look at the crowd, they look like they really don't care. And they're just kind of in there like, all right, when does the game start? But I remember the Lady Gaga performance where people really, really seemed to be enjoying it. And
Hmm.
I like what she did where she performed the hits. A lot of the times, like when you go see people in like concert, they'll be like, I hate that song. But it's like, dude, that's your most popular song. You got to perform it. And it's like, nah, I hate that song. Here's a song from my new album. And it's like, damn it, just do Bad Romance. But I think she's somebody who gave the people if you're a Lady Gaga fan, she gave you everything that you wanted in her
Everything and
performance.
more. Mother
Yeah.
Monster delivers.
Uh, she definitely put on a show. I remember that one. That one was a really good one. I was like, man. But every time I see Lady Gaga perform, like it's always really, really entertaining, at least. I've never
And
seen
you
her in
never know what
concert.
you're gonna get.
Yes. There was a really good sidebar. There was a really good performance she did where she performed on Saturday Night Live years ago. And she did like an a cappella at the piano, and it was very, very good. Because it was at the time where she was doing a lot of all the weird costumes and stuff. So it was just her and pretty much in her regular clothes playing the piano, no weird stuff, just music. And it was like, oh, you can really sing and you're really talented. It's
So
like
talented.
sometimes, you can that can kind of miss you. And it's hard to be like, oh, that lady with the raccoon on her head, she's actually super talented, or the lady who's dressed up in all the meat over there, like she's actually super talented.
Yeah,
But yeah, she is.
she
Okay,
is. Mhm.
drum roll. Brrr.
I'm
My
excited
number
for this one.
one is Prince. When Prince performed at the Super Bowl in 2007, he was a little bit out of his prime as it goes, but there was a time where they were doing a lot of like older acts, and you never knew what you were gonna get with those. Some of them would be good, some of them would be really, really boring. But the Prince one was like Chef's Kiss, mwah, at the top of my list. And when he performed Purple Rain, it actually started raining because they were outdoors. It was like meant to be right there.
Love
It was just
it.
a perfect performance. And he's another person that just gives you the hits. Like if you're a fan of his, you know why I'm here and I'm gonna play you the hits. I'm not gonna play you some obscure song from like 10 years ago that you might not know. Cause it's like a lot of bands do that where it's like, well, this is a B-side from my album 15 years ago. Ah man, I don't want to hear you perform that. So
Especially for
Prince's
these new kids.
performance. Oh, for sure. Because some of their music is just not that good, and it's like
Mhm.
if I'm not familiar with your music, I don't want to hear some random song that only you like and only your fans like.
Yeah.
So Prince really did it, and he was playing his guitar, and it was raining. He was performing all the purple lights. It was actually the perfect performance. It was one of if you go back and look at some of the best Prince performances, that's one of my favorite Prince performances ever, for sure.
Love it. An
Hmm.
icon is an icon for a reason. Just saying.
Absolutely. The kids, a lot of young people, for whatever reason, they're not familiar with him. But I would tell them to go back and listen to the music. If there's an artist who you feel like, you should go listen to the Prince and just hear the musicality of the music. because it
Hmm.
doesn't sound dated. Like some of the music's from like the 80s, and it doesn't
Yeah.
sound like it's from the 80s. I don't
Yeah.
think, because there's a certain level of futuristic to the music, so it doesn't sound dated.
Hmm. For sure. I love that. I need to give an honorable mention
Go for
to
it.
Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
Ah, yes, yes. The
We
the
can't talk about
performance,
halftime
yeah,
shows and
man,
not talk about that.
for sure. It was a great performance. It was a
Great
very,
performance.
I would say it was a career changing moment in both of their careers. Because
Hmm.
her career went down and his career went up, essentially. And it changed a lot of people's general opinion about Janet Jackson. If you're my age, Janet Jackson's one of the biggest superstars of all time. But if
Hmm.
you're like, if you were born or you were moved after that Super Bowl, to her, to you, she just might be Michael Jackson's sister,
Hmm. If you even
unfortunately.
know who she is. I've had people
If
that
you
are
even know.
like, who? And
Yeah, for
I'm like,
sure.
how do you not know Janet?
Yeah. All over just one titty. You know what I'm saying? It's like, get over it, man. It's fine. It was covered. And it's like, what's the big deal? And it was so fast that I didn't even see it.
Hmm.
I looked over to like talk to a friend about something and someone goes, "Oh, titty." And I said, "Wait, what?" And he's like, did you just see that boob? What boob? Whose boob? He's like, man, Janet Jackson's boob just was out for like 2 seconds. So if it wasn't for like all the replays and all
Right.
that, I would have never even saw it.
Hmm.
And they made a bigger deal about that than people are. People are just like, come on, man, it really
Especially
wasn't that
back
big of a
then, it
deal.
was like, oh my. Have you seen TV
Like,
now?
what? Hey, listen, my kids, man, listen, your kids, if I'm being honest, the Super Bowl is really late. So if you got small children up, they probably shouldn't be up that late watching the Super Bowl on a Sunday. They
And they're
should
not
be getting
paying
ready for
that
school.
close attention.
They're not paying that attention. Like I missed it and I was a grown man and I loved Janet Jackson. So I wish I would have like been tuned in because I didn't even see it. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I didn't really think it was going to be a big deal like it became. And boy, did people were mad.
Mm-hmm. It was
And it
crazy.
was like, wow, people are really angry. Oh, I'll go. I got an honorable mention for you. I will go with Justin Timberlake because he came back for the Super Bowl surprisingly. Maybe I don't remember.
No
Maybe 10
malfunctions
years
happened
after
with that
that.
one.
Yeah, no boobies were out, so it was fine. But he's a really good performer, he's someone who's good at what he does. But I know there's people who, we talked about the ick. There's people who, when you mention Justin Timberlake's name, that's how they feel. Like, ew.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, not great. You're not great, you know. But I feel like most of the people from like the 2000s and stuff, it's like who were like really big stars. It's like once you mention their name now, it's like, ooh, like if you're a certain age, I can't explain to you how big of a deal like somebody like R. Kelly was. And it's like, ooh.
Hmm.
Or even like Justin Timberlake. He's not as popular as his concert tickets used to be through the roof
Yeah.
to get a ticket to go see Justin Timberlake. And he would perform at arenas. Now it's like, people, when you mention his name, he had a new album come out, I think like a year ago or something like that. It was fine.
Yeah, it's like people don't really talk about him anymore. And then
He's
Britney came out
not,
with her book, and now they're just like,
yeah.
"Hi, Justin." It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
it
shout
is.
out to Britney Spears. She always performed really no nice. In
Hmm.
that Aerosmith performance, I think as far as like aged well, the Britney Spears performance and the Nelly performance probably aged the best.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I was
That,
surprised because I'm like, this is going to be a great performance. I mean, you can't go wrong. NSYNC, Aerosmith, Britney,
yeah,
Nelly. Steven Tyler did great. I mean,
yeah.
it's Steven Tyler. But NSYNC, I was like, did they always perform like this? Because I saw
If
them live when I was like, I must have been like 10.
Yeah.
I don't even know, like forever ago. And that I was like, this is the best. It's insane. They're great performers.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
watching
for
past
sure.
performances, I'm like, some things need to stay nostalgic and in
Yeah, I think that that's what it is. Like I rewatched that one and it was like it almost looked like a parody. Like it
yeah.
almost felt like this is like some random group of guys making fun of boy bands because it's just kind of like I think when the K-pop thing kind of is the elevated version of boy bands. So when you see the boy bands, it feels like it's like let's wear these matching jean clothes. All right. And it's like everything about it just feels very like synthetic. And it's like even the dances that they do, they look like, oh, this is if you
Totally.
showed someone who was like in their early 20s, they would be like, what are they doing? They're dancing, man. They're getting down.
Why are they singing karaoke at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like for sure. And
Crazy.
speaking of, after like the Justin Timberlake performance with Janet Jackson, after he pulled that movie out, it's like they leaned into like all the oldest like bands they could find, and it was like for maybe like 6, 7 years, the Who performed, and like I remember when like Bruce Springsteen performed, and it was just kind of like, all right, okay. I think Kid Rock performed at the Super Bowl. It was just kind of like they were just kind of like I don't know
We
where
gotta
they
keep this PG.
because it was like, but that's my thing. It's like, well, most of the I don't know. I never understood why people got so angry about like how there's so much rap and R&B at the Super Bowl. Well, like 80% of the players are black. So it's like if you're gonna actually ask them who should perform, I'm guarantee you they're not gonna be like, "Yo, we got
I
the
want
Who
Kid Rock.
performing. Put that Kid Rock on." I mean, Kid Rock just performed at the I don't know what they're calling it, the alternate Super Bowl performance. I don't think you could pay me to watch that in 2026. It's like if you're going to do that, if that's going to be your thing in 2026, you got to pick someone better than Kid Rock. This is not 1998. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's a tough look. Listen, if I'm in a function, if someone puts on Kid Rock, I feel like I'm gonna just walk out. Like, I can't not be at the right party. This is not the party for me. I'm gonna get up out of here
No Kid Rock.
because his
No,
music has not aged well at all. His music sounds like it's from 1998, and it's like, well, who really wants to hear this? Somebody, I guess.
there's some people. There's, I
People who
mean,
hate Mr. Bunny, I guess.
right.
It's like, I guess if that's what you want to do, like that just seems like an odd choice. Like, oh man, I don't want to listen. You know what the thing was? Even like, I hate how people are now in like 2026. Like, what all those years where they had just crap Super Bowl performances, and I just didn't watch it. I didn't feel like it necessary to be like, we need our own performance. It's like, just don't watch it. It's fine. You're
Yeah.
fine. Or
Hmm.
watch it, or just mute the TV. You know,
Right.
that's what I
Hmm.
did when J Lo and Shakira performed. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm just joking. I was as a creep, I was zoomed in like, yo, what a performance. Yeah, hey, J-Lo and Shakira, hello. Hey, 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 whoa. I know who they are and I know they're very attractive, but I couldn't name you like probably 10 songs between them, but I definitely know who they are. The creep in me was definitely zoomed in
That
on my
was probably
TV.
like top five worst performances for me. The J Lo and
It
Shakira one
was not great.
wasn't
It
great.
was fine, I guess, but it was just kind of like, this is for the creeps, man. All me and all my fellow creeps stood up tall, like, yeah, this one's for us, man.
We're watching this, but it is on mute, and it still doesn't look great. But they look good. They
Yeah,
did look good.
they
I'll give
looked
them
really
that.
good. It
They.
was a good show. A lot of dancing, a lot of dancing.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, all right, the hips don't lie. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Well, yeah,
I
you
can
know,
only hope to look like them when I'm in my
exactly.
50s. So I won't hate,
Exactly.
but it wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't like the greatest performance ever. It left you wanting more for sure. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of either one of them, so it was just kind of like, oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. Interesting. It just seemed like a weird pick in general, like
Hmm.
J-Lo and Shakira. Interesting. Okay. They're
Yeah.
doing a thing for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
They wanted
yeah,
a lot of dancing, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, they
It
were
was a
ready for,
choice.
they just wanted all the creeps to come in. Like, yeah. Sorry, that was a little bit much. My bad. It's getting late, people. It's
We're
getting
getting to the
late.
after hours.
Yeah, exactly. That's the after show. The after show gets wicked. Do you have any
Yeah.
more honorable mentions? I think we hit all
Hmm.
the ones that we would probably like. There's been a lot of
There's
performances.
been a lot. Let's see. There was one, let me see what year this was. The
Looking at the list right
2000
now.
one. It was like in Disney World or something. I just rewatched that one. It was Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique
Oh yeah,
Iglesias, and
yeah.
Tony Braxton. That was a
That
good
was
one.
weird. Yeah,
It
I
was
remember
weird,
that
but it
one.
was good. I'm like, they need to have their own because all the songs, I didn't
Yeah.
know any of the songs, but I'm like, no, give us like that one left you wanting more, but you're like, well, this is good. And I think it actually was in Disney World, so it was like a thing. But
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
do remember that one.
a mention. That was an interesting one.
I
Great
do
people.
remember that one. There was one where Green Day performed, wasn't there? Did they
Mm,
perform or were they like on somebody else's? See, that's where the Super Bowl one, where it gets, where you just be like, wait, did they perform? Because when Maroon 5 performed, Travis Scott came out.
didn't
Like, is
even,
that
I
Travis
can't with
Scott?
Maroon 5.
And Big
I
Boy
didn't
from
even,
Outkast came out. Like, is that Travis Scott and Big Boy? What is this?
I heard it.
And it's like I almost forgot that Maroon 5 performed. And it was like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Did did I mention the Katy Perry one?
The Katy Perry one, yeah,
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 she had some good people come out. She had Missy Elliott come out and Lenny
mm,
Kravitz, I remember, and that was
yeah.
pretty good.
Good one.
But that felt very like dated when you watch
You,
it now. I think we got to give a little bit more to that Beyonce performance. Ah, that Beyonce might make my top five. It
okay,
was, it was a hell of a performance, and Destiny's Child came out too, and so that one
that's
was
true.
really good.
They did give
Like
us a little moment of something what we wanted.
I remember the Madonna performance because when you look at it now and you look at the people that she brought out, it feels very like 2012. Because she had LMFAO come out and it's not very like 2012. Because
Yeah.
most of the people who she brought out at the time, they were popular at the time, but it's like
She's trying though. She's still doing that where she's like, no,
who
I'm relevant. Like,
who wants to, it just seemed, oh, I forgot that one was a good one. The 2005, the Paul McCartney one was really nice. That one was really nice. So they did the Paul McCartney and then they did, because I think the Paul McCartney was the one right after the Janet Jackson. So that's when they started to go with the older acts. So it was like Paul McCartney and like the Rolling Stones. And I think the Who might have performed like 2 years in a row. No, it was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they had
forget
some.
them.
They were going very 70s for a while after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember, yeah, it was like, oh, I'm looking at some of the lists now. Yeah,
An
see some of
interesting one
these
is
just,
the No Doubt.
yeah, and the Shania Twain, yeah,
Yeah.
that's very 2003 for sure. And Sting came out. I remember that Sting from the Police. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, because she performed a lot of like No Doubt songs too. I remember it was
Mhm.
just kind of like wow. I remember U2 did one year. Yeah, it's just kind of like, oh,
I'd
okay.
have to look it up, but I think that's the year that U2 like downloaded their album to everybody's phone.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
was like,
yeah, yeah.
"Oh,
They did
what?
something weird. Yeah,
Like,
I
I
do
don't,
remember that.
I
I
don't need
think that was
this.
that year. It was
Don't
just kind
fact
of like,
check."
oh, okay.
No, like,
But back in the day, like the Super Bowl performances didn't really become a big thing until probably like the 90s, I think. Because
mm-hmm.
I remember the first really big Super Bowl performance I remember was like Michael Jackson. And I think that was like I don't even remember what year that was, like 93 or something. But I remember they did a bunch of like tribute to Motown. Yeah, I remember that. They're just kind of like, this is not really what you. If your attempt was to pump the people up, it's like hit them with a little Boyz II Men. Like,
Well, if you want to see how times have changed, like go watch, yeah, like late 80s, early 90s, and then like the past current years, you're just
yeah,
like, this is a different show for sure.
yeah. Oh man, yeah. The production value in general, it became a really big thing after
Hmm.
a while. I think The Weeknd might have kicked it off where he really took the production to the next level or probably Lady Gaga, one of them. It was around that time when like Jay-Z took over, I think, where it's just kind of like it feels like it became a big production where you're watching The Weeknd perform and you feel like you're at his concert.
Hmm.
It's like, oh man, like this is an
The
actual
whole thing.
performance.
Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, it was either that. Yeah, it was probably around that time where Jay-Z took over. Because let's see, in 2020, and that was when Shakira and Jennifer Lopez came out, and Bad Bunny was there, and J Balvin was there. That was the first Jay-Z production one, and it's like people. That's when I remember people started bitching because it was just kind of like Maroon 5. Because I mean, you can look back at them now. They're one of those bands that people hate. And there was a time where Maroon 5 was really popular and they were one of the biggest bands in the world. But
Hmm.
when you come to 2019, around that time, they were already out. And it was like, well, who's actually listening to this?
Let's
And
bring them
it's like,
back.
who is this for? You get to a point when it's like they're picking like Super Bowl performances, and you think, who's this for? It's not for the players. The players aren't listening to Maroon 5. It's not for the people in the audience. They don't care. It was like, well, no one really cares about this. So it's like, all right,
Mhm.
we're gonna get that going, that Maroon 5. Damn, tough.
Mm-mm. No.
It's tough, man. It's tough. It's hard living out here, man. No disrespect to anybody if Maroon 5's your favorite band or
Right.
you're really into it, we're pro everybody on this show, we're pro everybody. So, I'll get my Maroon 5 tattoo. We can all get them together. Keep it real.
I would like to see that.
It'd
But
be tough right across my forehead.
yeah.
M5. Just M5. And I'm sure everyone
And
under
no
the
one
age
would
of
know it.
20,
They'd be like, huh? Just
what is
like,
happening? Or, they would look at me and think that guy makes really poor life choices. And it's like, yeah, you know what? It's all good. We're all gonna die sometime, brother.
yeah, gotta express yourself. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. The pot always goes off the rails a little bit toward the end.
yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
good though. It's okay. You just gotta let it out. Let it out of your heart. If you got weirdness in your heart, let it out. I'm talking about getting
Amen.
forehead tattoos is certainly weird.
Yeah. People
It's
do it
weird.
though. Power to you.
It's a tough look. I guess it depends on where you want to work. You probably aren't going to be a school teacher with like a picture of like a I don't know, like a I was gonna say something X-rated, and I'm like, well, we gotta save that for the after show. Just any
Yeah.
tattoo on your forehead for sure. It's probably not a great idea. I've seen some bad tattoos out there for sure.
Yeah.
Especially, I just don't
Super
understand the tattoos on the face. Like, it just kind of looks like a little kid just drew on your face with a white card. Because they're never like really nice tattoos, I don't think. Or
hmm
it's like you could always tell that someone's got it, and that's like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah. Or the people that like have something, but you can't tell what it is, and then you're like, did you say
Yeah,
it's on your face? You know,
yeah.
a lot of
You you can't tell if it's like a little bit of dirt on their cheek or like some cross.
Mhm.
That's my mother's initials. Oh, I thought you were just eating like raisins or something. I don't know what's on your face. Cause
Right.
it could get creepy out there. It could get spooky when you're like staring at someone's face really closely, like, hey, what's going on there? Well, especially for you because you're a young lady, so they probably if you're staring at a guy's face too long, he's gonna be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that? You see something you like, friend?
No.
No to face tattoos. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. It's all good either way. It's all good.
It's a weird
Yeah,
turn. That
yeah.
happens.
Hey,
What are you gonna
life
do?
is strange out here in these streets, man.
It's true.
Yeah, it's all good either way.
Yeah. So there's top 10 Super Bowl
Hmm.
halftime shows for you guys,
Hell yeah.
in our opinion. If
He's,
J-Lo and
he,
Shakira was your favorite, our apology.
just just throw it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
got some, interact with us. We interact back. Unless you say something stupid, then I'm gonna ignore it and delete it. But if you say something that I like, I'll probably interact with you. Like, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Especially if
that's
you agree
exactly
with
what it
my
was.
opinion. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, 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 yeah. Or I'm just gonna hit you with a little two trains, hit you with the true, and that's it.
The true train.
I know I'm showing my age there with a little two change reference, and a little Salt Bay reference.
I like it.
Hey, people need to interact. I'm very
Yeah.
to bite you unless you want me to bite you. And then we're gonna save that for the after show.
Going back
We're
to
gonna
the
save
after
that for the after
hours.
hours. You, I'll bite you, and you can record it. Ooh, probably not. No,
This is getting real weird. This is
it's no biting
no biting.
unless that's your thing. I'm not
Mm.
gonna kink shame nobody. If that's your thing, get out here and bite people. Consensual biting. Yeah. Now I'm hitting you with some heat. Yeah.
On that
Talking
note,
about consensual biting. I Indeed.
I don't know how we get to Super Bowl halftime to consensual
Oh yeah,
biting.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You never know
Hey
what you're
man,
gonna get.
that's
It's
what I'm saying. That's why the people watch. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear what's on your mind.
you could say we're like Lady Gaga, performing
There
at our
you go.
best. Never know what you're gonna get.
Now you're using your noodle. Now
See?
you're bringing it all the way around in the full circle. I like that. Because I had no idea where you were gonna go. Now, there you go.
See?
That's why you're the transition queen. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
it from the
You
weekend.
really brought that around.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna dress like the weekend one day with all the weird outfits and everything, and
Yeah.
see what they say at work. Like, oh, George has lost his mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm just
Just
here.
expressing myself.
I'm just here for the
Not a face
expression, man.
tattoo.
Like,
Hmm
you know what I'm saying? Don't I got it killed on, so what? It's hot. They probably got rules at work where men can't wear skirts, but they might not. It's like, I got really nice legs though, so I don't know how many people will complain about me in the skirt, but I might complain about me in the skirt. You never know. I might get that raise I'm looking for. Whoa, yo, now we talking. I might walk in the office and someone goes, "That guy needs a raise." Like, you see the calves on that guy? Give that guy a raise.
Oh no.
Give that man a raise. Look at those calves. And he's well moisturized. These are all things in my head, by the way, but
This is great. Great.
now that I'm not like dying of the flu, I feel like my mind's really cooking now at this point. Oh, I'll bring it back to Bad Bunny. So a lot of people were concerned that he was going to wear a dress because he's performed multiple times or he's been out in a bunch of times with where he wears a dress. So I think that's one of the comments I kept seeing about Bad Bunny and why people weren't going to watch because it was like, oh, he might wear a dress. I guess it's fine.
Like,
Maybe those people are like secretly attracted to him and they're like not want to be like, hey,
please
I'm
don't wear this
straight.
dress. I have to
Don't
pretend I
wear
don't like this.
don't wear that dress. I'm still pretending over here. I'm in the closet over here. Get off my back with the
Right.
dress. And it's like if I see a man in a dress, I really don't care one way or the other. I really don't care what people are wearing in general.
Yeah,
So it's
you do
like,
you. Yeah.
especially when you're performing on stage, you should wear whatever you want to wear. Wear whatever
Mhm.
makes you comfortable. It's all about self-expression.
Oh
I
my
tell you,
God.
that's a little SpongeBob meme right there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no one like cuts that and puts me on a meme. Look at this guy. Hate this guy. But yes,
If you
see,
got haters, that means you're doing something right, though. So
uh, yeah, yeah, I guess so. Hopefully, no one hates me, but they might, and it's fine either way. I don't really
it's
care.
fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep
Usually,
doing
when
it
people
anyway.
listen, when people tell me they don't like me, that's usually my response. It's fine. I probably don't like you either, is usually what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, yeah, I didn't like you the second I met you. So it's fine.
You don't hit them with it. No. Oh no. Mm,
I think that's your move. That's a good move right there.
I've done that a
If
couple
you,
times.
if you, do people just randomly come up to you? Hey, I don't like you. I don't like your energy. I don't like that BDE energy you got. Ooh, there you go. Now we're cooking.
Woof.
Like I don't like that energy, and that's when you gotta hit them back. I don't really care, big dog. Move on.
Right? Yeah, that's okay, big dog. Keep it moving.
Exactly. You gotta tell people to keep it moving sometimes. Hey, you go that way. I don't really care what you're talking about. I don't like your energy, big dog. Move around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, that was
All out of words.
Super Bowl, a halftime show, and then some. You're welcome.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, exactly. You got the
Yeah,
light show going in the background, so
I
what more do
do.
people need?
Exactly. This is
What
my
more do
Super
they
Bowl.
need? It
This production,
had some good production right there. I'm a little
really.
jelly. I saw Mason had the like world and lit background. I need to
Yeah.
figure out how I get that going. As soon as I saw that, I was instantly jelly. Like, man, how do I
Yeah.
get that? But I just hope I don't get like, something weird in the background. Like, it's
Well, we
also
will.
my dinner time.
Well, you should go get your dinner. No
For
biting
sure.
people, though.
Consensual only, of course.
Yeah. On that note, it's a really weird note.
Yeah.
We're just giving you the content for the after hours. We're just,
Exactly. More
yeah,
content of that after hours show that's going to be really jumping, make everyone
dropping all the
uncomfortable
sneak
for
peeks.
sure. Going to make people real uncomfortable.
It's okay. It's fine.
People deserve to be uncomfortable sometimes, so it's fine.
Agree. Well, on that note, hope you guys comment, let us know what you thought about Mr. Good Bunny. I'm gonna want to call him anything but Bad Bunny now, so that's fine. Or if you agree, disagree with our tops, let us know. Leave a
Yeah.
comment, message,
Well, let's hear
whatever
your
you want
list,
to do.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Get out there and
I
get
would
into
love to see
the
people's lists.
DMs. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
we're gonna get people. Maroon 5 was top five
Maroon
of all
5.
time.
Maroon 5 is awesome. All right, all right. All right,
Yeah.
big dog. Just don't get aggressive. I don't mind people's opinion. I just hate an aggressive opinion.
Yeah,
I thought Jennifer Lopez was outstanding. All right, dude. Take it easy,
keep it
big dog.
friendly.
Yeah. No need to get aggressive here. You like
Yeah,
it. You thought the performance was great. That's cool.
that's awesome. Love it.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, until next time, keep it weird, and yeah, we'll see you for the next one.
Indeed, indeed.